What's up, everyone? This is Trandell. In this video, I have for you a real-life Duel Links deck. Probably not going to be as flashy or as fun as playing in the game. No character skills, but I was telling my friend it'd be cool if we just built like 20 card decks with cards that are legal in Duel Links, but obviously in real life. To have it in paper on card form. And honestly, it's way cheaper for me to build this deck in card form than it is to actually build this deck in Duel Links, because some of the cards are just ridiculously hard to get. The RNG is just crazy, but I still like that game. There's nothing really bad about it except for that. Like, you need to really pay and know the strats and everything like that. I mean, it's everything today is pay to win. So, you know, there's still skill involved. You still got to get good, but you know, it was easier for me to build this in real life, way cheaper than I think it would ever be to build it in Duel Links. So yeah, no further ado, here we go. Silent Swordsman level 5. One of my favorite cards ever in the game, and I got back into the Duel Links because I heard Silent Swordsman and Noble Knights were actually good decks. So yeah, so Silent Swordsman deck, my first crack at this in a real life Duel Link deck. Silent Swordsman level 3. 3 of them because he is so good. If you don't know about Silent Swordsman level 5, he's just unaffected by your opponent's spell cards, and this is unaffected by spell cards that target it. I think also by your opponent. Yeah, your opponent's spell cards that designate it as a target. So those are cool. That's like the heart of the deck. Sangan, just another 1000 attacker. It has the Errata on it. So you can add the monster with 1500 attack or less to your hand, but it can't be activated or cards with that same name, which is okay. It's just there to play defense. I mean, you could OTK with this, maybe. I mean, who knows? And also Big Shield Guard. I just want another monster, and it's, you know, big booty with that 2600. And it can also do part of what you need to do in this strategy, which is just to hit the opponent directly for 4000 damage. That's how speed duels go. To help with that, that's the main monster lineup. And to help with that, Silent Sword Slash. You know, you target Silent Swordsman against 1500 attack points, and if it does, it's unaffected by your opponent's card effects. So, yeah, man, this becomes a 2500 attacker, and that's super cool. And Silent Swordsman level 5 becomes like a 38? It's pretty strong itself. And you can, when it's in the graveyard, you can banish it to search a Silent Swordsman monster from your deck to your hand. So that's really good, really helpful. And to help with that, we need to draw some draw power, like Dark World Dealings. It's like the best little card because you draw a card and then you discard a card. So you can draw something if you need any of these. Hopefully you can draw into it. I mean, it's a 20 card deck. It's not as big as a 40 card deck. And if you have this in your hand, you can drop it if you didn't get any of these. So it helps get to your monsters. 2 Into the Voids. I was thinking about running 3, but the fact that, you know, you have to have 3 more cards in your hand and to draw 1 card is kind of harder to do, only because in like speed duels you start off with 4 cards in your hand. So yeah, you gotta have that early game if anything. Another card just like Silent Sword Slash is Backup Rider, except this targets any face-up monster, not just Silent Swordsman. Still gain 1500 attack points, but this is until the end of the turn, which is not as good because Silent Sword Slash keeps it. Backup Rider is a good backup, and you can power up Sangan or this, and you know, hopefully push for game. Especially with this card, 2 Secret Passive Treasures. You can go 3, definitely if you want to, for the FTK or whatnot. But yeah, you just select 1 face-up monster with attack equal to 1000 or less. So any of these guys right there. And during the turn this card is activated, the selected monster can attack your opponent's life points directly. So definitely you want to just choose a monster while it has 1000 or less, and then power it up afterwards. And from just 2 traps, Wall of Disruption, which is like such a good trap. I don't even have this card honestly in Duel Links, but this is like an 80-cent card, you know. But when an opponent's monster declares attack, all attack position monsters your opponent controls lose 800 for each monster they control. So that can be really deadly. That's 1600 attack points lost if they have 2 monsters on the field. With Sakuretsu armor out right now, you could probably just, I'm thinking about just switching that out. Although like Stardust is out now, so one reason Sakuretsu was not really played was because of Stardust. But you know, you just crash with this and or power up things up. And so Stardust isn't that scary after all. So against a deck that's running Stardust, this would be way better. But without Stardust, Sakura Tower might be the way to go. So you can get to him, and then if he gets one of these under, it's basically over. So yeah, that's the deck. That's 20 cards. I would love to run this in a Speed Duel. I know they're gonna have their own Speed Duel cards. But yeah, this is the deck I would like to play in Duel Links. If I ever get around to it, then I'll make some duel videos on it. But I don't think I'll get that for a long time because, man, gathering these cards are pretty hard. Ultra rares themselves, pretty hard to get. But yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you play in Duel Links, if you play Duel Links, and if you guys actually would build the cards or build the decks you would have if you have the cards lying around, because a lot of them are kind of old school. And if you play your friends with it, in real life, because I love just real life duels. And I like how this deck fits in this little thing right here, little case. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.